So remember the show, the live stream where we saw the women, the black women, who you already know you got to protect black women. They stole the house from the corporation because they needed a place, them and the kids, as usual, needed a place to stay. And so they wouldn't be out on the street. They basically stole the man's house, which is how we're getting into squatters now, because that's a whole other piece of crap, right? So they said they weren't using the house. They're a corporation. They have enough money, and it's not right for them to have a house, and it's not right for us not to have a house when they have a house and we need a house. So we're just going to take it. So they took it. Okay. Now, this is from 3 years ago, but it's relevant because there was a bunch of dumbass, jackassish people that were over there talking about, we support them. This is not right. They need to stay. They should stay. Mind you, they ain't paying nothing. They ain't giving up nothing. The house honestly wasn't in that great of a shape, but you know, you got people over here living with rats, whatever, right? They out here with all these protesters. Shout out to White Guilt. All the protesters out there, you're not going to take them out. Moms for something they call, something crazy, all right? So they just doing whatever they want, stealing, okay? Because clearly, based off of the comments that I've been getting in the video from yesterday's live stream and the one about that Banco transgender who was deleted in California, they just think everything is okay. They are a part of the problem. All of these people that are thinking that criminals should be able to do whatever they want to do and the rest of us should just go along. We should understand their lives. We should know what their issues are. We should know who they are from the inside out, from a person we ain't never seen before in life. And no one should get killed. I agree with you. I agree with you. No one should get killed. Let's tack on there, no one should steal. No one should attempt to red rum. No one should be out here carjacking cars. No one should be out here deleting people for barbecue money. Okay? But somehow, some way, that stuff kind of gets lost in translation because it's a woman, it's a trans, it's a kid, they black, the man was white that did it. Like all this stupid foolishness. You either believe something to be or you don't. That's it. That's all. All this foolishness about all this crazy ass circumstantial evidence is bullshit. Because the dude in freaking New York, Neely, we talked about it yesterday. If everyone was so concerned, why did no one help him? All these people now all out here talking about it's not right, it's not fair, it's not right, it's not fair, it's not right, it's not fair, but wasn't there when you needed it. But now you want to tell everybody else, oh, he was such a good boy. Them 42 arrests say something different. Ask the 60-some-year-old people that he knocked up over the head. Ask them how they feel. I believe he broke somebody's nose or something like that. No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Shh. No. You can't talk about that. He's black. Don't say anything. He's black. Okay. So also, you know, why did you have to shoot him in the chest? Girl, where the hell else you supposed to shoot somebody? The damn pinky toe? Like, these people are coming up with stupid ass shit. And it's starting to piss me off because it's dumb. It's dumb. Somebody said you're supposed to go where the damn body mass is. When you go to damn gun range, they don't teach you to shoot somebody in their damn elbow. You go for the target, the biggest part of their body. You know how you avoid this type of stuff? Let me tell y'all a secret, y'all. Let me tell y'all a secret. You know how you probability-wise avoid this type of stuff? Follow the fucking laws. There you go. Simple as that. Maybe it's just me, okay? Maybe it's just me, but I think that kind of will work for the most part. Okay. Shout out to CDT Beats. Yes. Center mass. Thank you so much. Center mass. Imagine trying to aim for the elbow. You're going to be dead. So in other words, all these, shout out to Jeff Johns in the building. All these progressives would rather you and me be dead so that career criminals, okay, can sit around here and do whatever they want to whomever they want, whenever they want. And we're supposed to give them empathy and sympathy and say, oh my God, you poor thing. Let me lay my life down for you. Let me lay my everything down for you. All we do is just do the right thing. We ain't out here bothering nobody. We ain't out here stealing sugar on the iced tea. We pay our taxes. We go to work. We buy homes. We buy cars. We just trying to live every day the best we can. And we got to be worried about whether somebody going to come carjack us because they need money for a barbecue. Come on now. And they are supporting this. The whole world is the effing Twilight Zone, y'all, okay? Be effing careful. Because what's right is wrong, and what's wrong is right. And they standing on that crap. So we were supposed to talk about Title 42, but it actually doesn't end today day. It ends today night, so midnight. But I believe from what I see is Biden is trying to put something in place so that he can save the immigrants. So shout out to Chicago. Good luck to y'all. I don't think y'all got anything, but good luck to you. Good luck to you. Anyway, so the video here is the update on squatting moms evicted from Oakland home. Oh, you'll remember them if you were here when you see the video.
Right now at 11, the Oakland mothers who illegally took over a home in November are now evicted.
In your face, bitch! In your face! All right. You're gonna learn today.
While their occupation is over, they say their fight for housing is not. We're there as the Alameda County Sheriff's Department rolled to force those mothers out.
Hey, and we're still out there with team coverage for you this morning. NBC Bay Area's Pizarrados has response from the developer that owns that property. But we begin with Chris Sanchez and more on the eviction from the mothers and the sheriff's perspective. Chris?
Well, good morning to you, Marcus and Laura. Two of those moms are at the Santa Rita jail. The house is now boarded up with plywood. The eviction notice is pasted to the front door. But the moms say that they are now lawyered up and they're ready to continue their fight for housing.
Imagine stealing something, a whole house. The battering ram had to go through it because of whatever the hell it is that they did, so they couldn't get in to get to them. And they don't have to pay for that. Guess who has to pay for it? You know, the big bad landlord. It is a corporation that owns this place, but that doesn't even matter. They get the lovely going away prize of digging in their own pocket and paying for the repairs. Because what do you think these people have? Nothing. Okay? Nothing. They didn't care when they stole it. You think they're going to care to give something back, to do something right, to say thank you after them and these crazy ass people sat up there and said, no, you don't have to leave. It's not right. It's not fair. You got kids. Okay. You know, because that's the reason for everything. I got kids. Okay. You see how they had the battery ram in there? Does that sound like it's normal? What the hell was they doing behind closed doors that they had to use a battery ram come in at like 5 a.m. in the morning? Oh, and then why did they have to do it that way? Because they're criminals. Like, I don't know where the line is like so blurry now. You take something don't belong to you. You're a criminal. You're stealing. You stole a whole house for months and made yourself at home and acted like you didn't do nothing wrong. But as soon as somebody comes and takes some of these people who support this bullshit, come and take over their house, they're going to be calling police. Oh my God. No, it's all good. Honey, what you talking about? If it was good for them, then it's good for you. See, no, it's not good for me at all. I'm not taking your house. I don't want you up in mine. I'm just saying, how does that get twisted? I just want to know. Someone please enlighten me.
Alameda County Sheriff's deputies used a battering ram to get into 2928 Magnolia Street at 5:30 this morning. Two of the moms who illegally occupied the home in November were taken out in cuffs along with one other person. Supporters mobilized, and within 30 minutes, there were hundreds of people on the street. At one point, a community activist was shouting down deputies who were dressed in fatigues, armed with AR-15s, and stationed with armored vehicles.
And they should have took his ass in and arrested him. Imagine going out there and potentially putting yourself in harm's way, because, you know, as soon as, God forbid, if you got two out of pocket and this woman is in the middle of it, girl, why are you putting yourself in the middle of this? Let that man be great. Because as soon as they delete him, then it's going to be a bunch more protesters. Oh my God. Oh my God. How could you do this? White supremacy, discrimination, and racism. Oh, you mean when he was over here trying to get into the business of the police, putting the people out that stole the home, and he was minding their business instead? If y'all cared so much, right? If all these people that care so much, why didn't they give him a place to live? Why didn't you let him come live with you? Why didn't you let him come live in your house? How about that? No, you know nobody gonna ask them questions, right? Child. No, we gonna fight for you to stay your black asses over here. We'll see you when we come back. They was able to mobilize in 30 minutes, but you're talking about all the time that they was in a house they wasn't supposed to be in. You couldn't have mobilized and got them some daggone money. Co-sign. How about they didn't? Why don't they co-sign for them? If you think that they belong someplace and you believe in it so much, why don't you let them live with you? Why don't you co-sign for them? Oh, nobody ever want to do that. That's why it's all bullshit. They just want to be out here being difficult. So when you're out here being difficult and you're putting yourself in the middle of legal situations or any situation that involves the police, you know, the oppressor, but you big and bad and bold to be up in front of them, and then they go and take care of your big ass, then you're going to expect people to come out here talking about Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter, white supremacy, discrimination, and racism.
The one mom who was not arrested, Dominique Walker, told us they anticipated the eviction and sent the children somewhere safe. She says,
oh, they knew they was coming in to get them, so they sent the kids away. So where they send the kids at? How come you're not living with that person wherever you sent the kids at? I guess the reporters just didn't want to ask those questions. Oh, so you knew you was about to get that ass kicked out because you know you was already here doing something illegally, but you cared enough for your kids to go send them someplace else. Oh, okay. Because that makes sense. This is what these people are fighting for. But as soon as someone breaks into their house and does anything, they're going to be saying it's not right.
People should be appalled at the Alameda Sheriff's Department's tactics.
Our tax dollars went to this.
She had the audacity and the nerve to bring that ass and form it to say our tax dollars. The audacity and the nerve to open her mouth and say our tax dollars. Yes, our tax dollars that I don't want to be used to help you do sugar, honey, ice, effing tea when you stealing. Carry your ass over to Skid effing Row. Because if you don't care about your kids, we don't care about your kids. But the audacity to get onto the damn TV and start talking sugar, honey, iced tea, like she right. If you remember in the video when we first did this the first time, this is the one with most of the mouth. I think she got 2 damn kids. And guess what? With all these biatches, ain't a man in sight. Shout out to Wash, Rinse, Repeat. Y'all tired? Is this a joke now?
We can't take care of it.
Is this a joke now?
Blame someone else. It's Wash.
It's the same story over and over and over and over and over and over. And no one seems to want to acknowledge it, see it, do anything about it, talk to it, speak to it. Tell these people they damn near crazy. Shut up. You know you're not supposed to be stealing. Where the normal people at, y'all? Where are the normal people? Those are my people. Anybody who's normal, those are my people. Anybody believes that this is right, you're not my people. Please carry your ass on. Because that's absolute foolishness.
Our tax dollars went to this extreme force to evict mothers and children at 5 o'clock in the morning. We are saying no.
Alameda County Sheriff's spokesman Ray.
Glad the police said yes, get them the F on up out of here, them and them effing kids. And like Ryan James said, F them kids. Because you don't care about them, we don't care about them.
Kelly says this was not the typical eviction.
They had come up with a system and a way to secure those doors to make them difficult for us to enter the home. So we could not enter the home traditionally with a key or using a locksmith. They were fortified in such a way that we had to use a ram and a tremendous amount of force to get through and defeat the mechanisms that they had put in place.
Oh, so they basically tried to lock you all out so that you had to use the battering ram and then turn around and say, look what they did. Look what they did. Oh, but honey, you missed the part where you went and basically barricaded the door so that they couldn't get in. So that was the only way to get in because we knew you weren't going to allow them in to take over the item that you stole, the whole damn house. But there's people who are sitting up here co-signing this mess, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. You co-signing this foolishness. So we don't know who scam artists are anymore. So we just don't know who scam artists are anymore. Anything that a criminal does these days, everyone is justifying it. It's okay. It's okay. What happened to saying you need to work for what it is that you want and you go to jail because you're not supposed to be stealing. You're specifically not supposed to be deleting people, but you're definitely not supposed to be stealing as well. No, people are co-signing that people are out here stealing and that no one should say anything. Where are we, y'all? Are we on Mars? Did we take a shuttle and I missed it? And then they always got to throw out there, we got kids. So I want to know. Because I see that there's plenty of men here. Shout out to the ladies, right? If you gentlemen were to take over a daggone house, do you think that there would have been anybody out there assisting you like this? Fighting basically the police, the homeowner, helping you steal a house. I'm not talking about, people on drugs and they cracked out and stuff like that. I'm talking about people who are able-bodied. Even if you got kids, right? You think they're going to sit up here and be all nice to you? You think they're going to be like, oh, we're just going to go to court. We need to work this out. Do you think all them damn protesters would have been there for you? Do you think they would have sat up there and helped barricade the door for you? Do you think they would have came around here encouraging this foolishness for you? I'm under the impression that I'm a betting woman. Okay, y'all know that the answer is no. And they would have got your asses on up out of there without the damn court.
I should mention that though the moms had so much support out here in person, numbering in the hundreds, there are quite a few people who are sounding off on social media saying that the moms were squatters and that it was time for them to go from a home they took over illegally and that never belonged to them. In Oakland, Chris Sanchez, NBC Bay Area News.
Yeah, a lot of people saying a lot on social media about this, Chris. Thank you.
And this morning, we're also getting reaction from the developers, the actual home owners behind this Oakland property. NBC Bay Area's Pete Serratos joins us live from Oakland with detail on their side of the story. Pete?
Yeah, good morning to you, Laura. Yeah, we're hearing from the other side. Sam Singer, he is a spokesperson for Wedgwood Properties. Of course, there's been a lot of back and forth on this issue over the past couple of months. But in the end, he says that the property group is glad that this ended peacefully. Now, we did have an interesting conversation a couple hours ago where Singer says the company actually offered to meet with the moms despite the fact they said they were illegally squatting inside of this home on Magnolia in Oakland. In fact, he says that they broke into the home just days before Wedgwood gained legal possession of the home. They actually purchased it back in July. Now, despite this, the property company claims that they offered to pay the shelter for the women for 2 months, and he said that they would pay for any moving costs. Of course, this was an offer, as we reported, that the mothers in this called insulting. Now, while the company...
The thieves, the criminals, were offered the opportunity from the person that actually owned the home that they would pay for them to live in a shelter, because I didn't even know you had to pay to live in a shelter. And they would pay for it for 2 months if they would leave, because they snuck in there between the opening and closing of the real estate transaction. And they said that offer was insulting. These thieves, these criminals, these thugs on the screen said it was insulting for the person that they stole from the person that they stole from, that offered to give them money. Give us some money. Okay? It's insulting. How dare you offer me money to leave this home that I have, that I stole from you? Who do you think you are to offer to buy me out from a home that I stole from you? What? What is the F wrong with these people? Where the reparations at? Dr. Umar, Where are the reparations? Because mental health help is needed, but we're supposed to be able to discern that out here in the real world and know that who's crazy and who's not. Because y'all, God forbid, if you try to protect yourself, I guarantee there are going to be some protesters there to say that you did something wrong and that the criminal had a good reason. Let's see, what are the reasons? Shall we count them? They black, they a woman, they got kids, white supremacy, discrimination, racism, because I want it, because you got something and I don't, because I'm half damn crazy, because I'm lazy. How many other things are there? I should just have it because I am me, even though I don't do shit, ain't got shit, ain't about shit. And none of these people got one man in effing sight. This is the part that I am going to continue to harp on. Y'all can find some dick to take, I tell you. Don't know how to use a damn condom, birth control pills. Child, what else is there? IUD, whatever the hell else there is. I don't know, child. Cannot find a damn birth control method for sugar, honey, iced tea. But somehow, some way, the man is driven in every situation, y'all. The man is driven away. The man is not around. The man is non-existent. Every one of these situations, y'all. Every one of these situations, y'all. I'm sorry. Every one of these situations, y'all. But they're right all the time. They're right all the time. I need to put this song out on the Breakfast Club. This is a bona fide effing hit.
Blame someone else.
Any record producers, please stop by. Because if this ain't the theme of Black women, then I don't know what is. You certainly know how to get some pleasure, I swear. You certainly know how to have these damn kids, I swear. Don't know how to raise them, hence the gremlin problem we are having. So strong and independent, stealing houses.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they're been everybody out here.
So strong and independent, begging for food stamps. So strong and independent, you sitting up there waiting for Section 8 for 12 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't want to leave San Diego. I think it was San Diego. I don't want to leave San Diego after I divorced my husband. I put my name on the Section 8 list and I've been waiting ever since. Now, wait a damn minute. And people ain't calling this mess out. And people don't be calling this mess out. Girl, you sound half damn crazy. Where are the people that's going to say that? Where are the people that's going to sit up here and say, girl, you know damn well that don't make no damn sense. You are a whole damn adult looking like you over 50, waiting on Section damn 8. Kids is grown and almost out of the damn house if they ain't out the damn house. But we're not supposed to say anything, y'all. Not supposed to say anything. You're supposed to ignore it. You heard? You're supposed to ignore it. Unless there's a white person that's involved. Shout out to Real Bravado Network in the building. Thank you so much. He said, I repeat, I give up. Yesterday, RBN yesterday said that he gave up after listening to these stories. Listen, the thing is that y'all already know I don't make this stuff up. They freely come out here talking about the sugar honey iced tea. But you know, we're supposed to say, oh. That's not what we're doing over here. Thank you so much, Real Bravado Network.
The mothers in this called insulting. Now, while the company says that they sympathize with the moms, they say this is they're saying that at the end of the day, they didn't feel that it was the best strategy.
It's a violent, unsuccessful strategy to forcibly take and break into somebody else's home. This is not the way to solve homelessness. The way to address this issue is to work with government, with corporations like Wedgwood, with nonprofits, and to try to find a solution to help people who are homeless, to help people with mental health, and people who have drug abuse issues.
They probably don't realize they got mental health issues. So people out here always talking about, unless you're the one that's just like out here clearly with mental health issues, right? People don't realize they got mental health issues, okay? These people that support all this thievery, these women that took over this house, they got mental health issues. So how you going to force them to go into a facility to get some help? And these are the people that's raising kids. And we wonder why we got all these juveniles out here acting half damn crazy. Because your moms is out here freaking trying to figure out how to steal a house. And then we wonder why they out here stealing cars, stealing houses, deleting people, deleting policemen, taking what they want, doing what they want, whatever. Like, this is really not that hard to figure out. And since there's never a man around, we know it's all Jermaine's fault. Crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy, bum Jermaine's. We know it's all y'all's fault, even though you're nowhere around for whatever the reason. I mean, look, we see this on every story. There's never a man around. 99% of the time, there ain't no man around. Ain't no marriage. Ain't no nuclear family. Nothing. But somehow, some way, it's some other man's fault. Y'all always getting with bums, but you blame the bum. That don't sound right. Something just ain't right.
Now, as far as what's next for the home that you guys are taking a live look at here in Oakland, they say that the restoration will be done by a Southern California nonprofit who they say work with at-risk youth. And he says that they do plan to work with local craftsmen in Oakland as well. Reporting live, Pete Serratus.
So now the owner has to change whatever it is that he was going to do to appease the community. So now he's going to use the place for at-risk youths. Youths. Child, kids, all right? Kids. Now he's going to change it and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this for at-risk youth to appease people. I'd be like, F all y'all. I'm still going to go ahead and revamp it and rent it out to people that can afford to pay rent. Child, freaking ridiculous. Or have it, since the corporation, they may have it for their employees if they move to the area. Nobody ever thinks about that because, all these people that know so much and don't know Shirani IC. Companies and corporations will buy places, and then people who come and stay for some periods of times, they will allow them to stay there rent free because they're sending their people there to do those things.